Vice Mayor Carlos Garcia, a longtime critic of his police department, says while he's had no idea this was coming, he thinks this needs the national spotlight right now.
Yeah, and 3TV's Monica Garcia is joining us in studio tonight. You had a chance to speak with a former Phoenix police commander who came out and said today, essentially, we are not afraid. This department's not afraid of being transparent.
Yeah, a lot said today, and that's why we really had to dig in deep with both sides here. So while one side says the investigation is nothing to be afraid of, in fact, it might even highlight a lot of good being done by Phoenix Police Department, the other side says what the public knows about right now may just scratch the surface.
We know that this department has been out of pocket.
Vice Mayor Carlos Garcia, an outspoken advocate of police reform, says for as long as the department has been active, they've investigated themselves.
There is this culture of impunity. Officers feel like they can do things and get away with it because either their union plea is backing them up.
How you doing? Whoa! Put your hands!
But he says a need for a deeper dive into what goes on behind the scenes has been something past council members and city leaders have pushed for since the early 90s.
We've seen rape charges, we've seen people beat up, and so it's not been one isolated incident, but a compilation of incidents that's led us to this point.
It's going to put Phoenix on a platform for examination, and we welcome it.
Meanwhile, retired police commander Dr. Jeff Hines, who was with the police department for 32 years, says the probe will finally show a desperate need for more resources.
This is something as a community not to be afraid of, but to embrace. We're going to be one of the leading agencies out there to look at how are we doing in the area of mental health, homelessness, dealing with protests.
In May, Vice Mayor Garcia helped form the Office of Accountability and Transparency, investigating claims of police misconduct and officer-involved shootings.
We got it done this year, but obviously it was too late. One of the things that the Department of Justice told us this morning when we met with them was to not stop any of that work that's happening.
Meanwhile, Dr. Hines believes the probe will only push the department ahead of the curve when it comes to social issues.
What it's also going to do for us is it's going to spotlight the issues that need resources.
Meanwhile, both men can agree that the Department of Justice's investigation can only improve the Phoenix Police Department. In the studio, I'm Monica Garcia. Back to you guys.